2, 1.
Okay, for this video, we're going to go over what I personally use for my golf grip when I putt, and what the person who made it famous was Ben Hogan. And what he does is it's called a reverse overlap grip. And so, like I've said in other videos, Ben Hogan thought that putting was primarily felt and performed with the right hand, which is opposite of a normal golf swing. Normally, your dominant hand when you're a right-handed golfer would be your left hand when you're doing a full swing shot. But with putting, it was reversed. And so we want to start, if we're going to grip this putter, how I like to do it is I hold the putter with my left hand as I get my right hand set. So that way I know exactly how far down the shaft I need to be. And so once I find that, I then take my left hand off and I really just start to focus on grip. So what it's going to look like is I have it basically kind of running along, which line is that?
That is the headline.
So it runs along this headline if you're a
the very top one is the heart line.
Oh, sorry, the heart line if you're a palmist. So it kind of, that, you can kind of see it's following that line right there in my hand. And then like that's where I personally feel, each person's hand will be different, but if you all start with like whatever the dominant hand, so if you're a left-handed putter, this would be opposite. It would be your left hand that you're doing all this with. But as a right-handed putter, I find that, so I'm following that. It's kind of, I guess, in between the headline and the next line under it. So I find my really sturdy grip where I could actually go and take, I could actually putt from here. I could pretty much just putt one-handed. And once I feel that grip, that's essentially kind of, I'm going to not take this off anymore. Then all I'm doing is adding my left hand. And so it's just similar to a normal golf swing where I'm overlapping my index finger into this groove, the valley right here caused by my pinky finger and ring finger. And I am then, this one I actually personally like to feel. You want to just find what's comfortable, what allows you to feel like you can feel where that putter head is. So I can feel, this is that right there, like that little of a movement is a 3-foot putt on a fast sunny day. And so so it doesn't really matter, this is where I personally feel. I like to also get my thumbs trying to run like straight down the shaft. And then that's how I have developed my own, and then, so once you get here, this is the basis, then you can tweak away. You can rotate your hand a little bit further to the left. You could rotate it a little further to the right, or whatever feels comfortable. But you really, once you get that basis, that's where you want to start playing with it until it feels comfortable for you. And then once you've decided on something, it goes into that consistency. So you want to try and practice gripping that in the same spot until it becomes second nature. So you can, so you're not making these little like couple degree tweaks in the middle of a round without your knowledge, and that's what's throwing off your putts. Because on the putting green, it's, millimeters matter. So that's the start of this reversed overlap grip. And we can take a video of you practicing it. Do you want to practice
that'd be great.
Okay.
So you said that it's the right hand. Is that correct, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
But now where I start is, putting your left hand on so you can find how far down. So I typically hold it.
Is there a length, like how far down the shaft that is, I guess I feel stronger and more secure the more down it is. But so it's just like whatever feels right. Like you should just.
So you could have it that far down. Now.
Could you have it that far down?
Sure. So now all you're doing is, oops, sorry, so people can see, take this. off. Just start with putting your fingers right here on the on this part. So you're looking like that.
Oh, this with my left hand?
With that hand. And then what I personally do is take this finger off, and I try and now you feel how comfortable that is, and then but take your thumb and put your thumb on the grip so let this hand come off a little bit. There you go. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, it feels much different than what I had been doing.
Oh, so you didn't, yeah. So this is
putting underneath is much different than, because I've just been going like this.
Okay, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is interesting. With it being underneath, it has a different grip to it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, there's
I didn't
a
know that.
seaplane.
No, it's okay. It is a lot to learn at the very beginning.
It is. Okay, so now let's practice that a couple times. Okay. So take it off and put the putter on the bag so you can, it's as if you have no memory. Yeah, so completely drop.
Oh, pick it up, put it down and pick it back up.
Exactly. And so now I want to add something. So now that you have that good grip with your left hand, now if you look at me, you now cock that wrist. There you go. Now find that positioning again. How does that feel? Does that feel much more like you're in control of the club?
Yeah, it feels like it's an extension of my arms now.
And that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And so there's something that I actually do want to add.
Yeah, and I have a question too.
Okay, let's start with that.
So are my arms to remain straight and locked out when the ball is?
So what they teach is, can you bring it up to this half point, and instead of raising your arms up, instead of raising your arms up like this, if you go like that, now bend at your elbow to keep it in the same place, but bring your arm against your body. Okay. So that's when I'm bringing it up. That's how I'm bringing it up, is my arms are still kind of attached to my body, because now I'm just tilting into place, and the rotate, it's like me moving my core.
Yeah, I can feel that now, especially when you have your elbow
against your body.
Yeah, you feel it. Your core feels engaged.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And that's where it's you'll see as we play courses coming into the summer, that it's especially if you're playing a really, really nice course, really nice greens, you move it an inch. 1 inch back and 1 inch forward, and that's all you really would need to do to get into. There's somebody that's now behind you. That inch will make that putt go 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, depending upon the lie that you have. Okay. So it's really more than anything, it's you're trying to keep become aware of that putter head.
Yeah.
And now that you have that technique, now it's just reinforcing the habit so you can do the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
And then just learning how far back. Because for me, if I take it back 6 inches, that's about probably a 20 or 30 foot putt, probably a 20 foot putt. Mm-hmm. If I take it back 10 inches, that's about a 30 foot putt. And that's just considering straight. And so that's I've now developed this ability to be oh, I know I only have to take this back 1 inch, very little, to get it to go this far. And then now if I start thinking about, okay, now it's downhill, so then I'll shorten that distance. Oh, it's uphill, so now I have to elongate that distance a little bit. But I start building an awareness of okay, if I take it back 2 inches away from the ball, and if you take it back 2 inches, you're supposed to hit through the ball 2 inches. So if I take the putter back, 2 feet, I'm supposed to go 2 feet forward. That's what they try and teach.
Cool.
Okay, try it again.
Put it down. Pick it up. Yeah, this feels great. it's hard to move it around because
With
it's in
this
the
tall
grass.
grass, yeah.
But yeah, that feels good. Great.
Okay. You want to go play and try that?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.